Mary and Jack, part 1. So this is the scoundrel pair. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. Mary and Emma are good friends from boarding school. And there they were both orphans, and they were both socially maligned. They were both suffering. And so their friendship was born out of a common strife. And their motivations are still very much aligned as they go forward, because as Mary says to Emma in the 8th book, but if we were to be ruined, there would be no one to help us. And so this is a very true thing for them. Nonetheless, they're both sort of rudderless. And so Mary makes some very strange decisions. So Mary is a single young woman, the same age as Emma, and she is living in a boarding house with an older woman who requires all of the girls in the boarding house to be virtuous, to be chaperoned, to be fit for society. It's actually a really good thing, but is portrayed as a bad thing. It is never spoken about in the positive. It is always considered an obstacle to be overcome. And we learn early that Mary has found a way around this. She has hired a man who is her cousin. He's not her cousin. He's a con man. He's a thief. He is really the Artful Dodger from Oliver Twist. And so Mary has hired Jack to pretend to be her cousin so that she can walk about and have freedom in society, and go to things that she wants to go to and do the things she wants to do. Okay, I get it. I get that Victorian culture was repressive. I am not suggesting that that is the way that it should have been. But the idea that this orphan was living in the care of someone who maybe imperfectly, but who cared about Mary's virtue, and that we're celebrating the walking away from that situation, the rejection of that kind of care, in deference to a life of freedom that gets Mary in all kinds of trouble. So Jack is a bad man to know. He's not good, and we'll talk about that in the next video. But because of that, Mary is rudderless, as I said at the beginning, and she ends up in her own little Shakespearean thing. She pretends to be a man where she's really a woman, and then of course it all works out nicely for her that the professor is fine with the fact that she's not really Martin, that she's Mary. Oh, well, okay, but still, she's living a dual life. It's not an easy life. It's not even a good life. And that's my concern. We're throwing off conventions just to be rebellious.